Welcome to Mark Noah Horsemanship. Here we are with Ruby, 2-year-old quarter horse filly. Getting her started here. Been working with Ruby about a week and a half now, not quite 2 weeks. But today I think it's time to put the old dead cow on her for the first time. And for you that don't know what I'm talking about the saddle. So you can see I've got this little homemade contraption that I've been using for several years now to get them used to the constriction of the girth. Like I said, she's learned her fundamental groundwork, her discipline groundwork. You know, she's pretty gentle. I've desensitized her with the tar and got her used to things going across her back. So all that's in preparation to be able to toss that saddle on them. Got her pretty good about standing as I'm cinching that cinch up. You know, you gotta prepare them for all this. So we're going to move her around here just a little bit more and let y'all see where I'm at with her groundwork, and then we'll take this, leave the pad on her, of course, and we'll take this girth off of her and go get my saddle. And today, the first time I pitched this saddle on, today will be the first time that it's ever even been pitched on. Sometimes I'll pitch it on and take it off, pitch it on and take it off, but today I think we're going to put it on there and see how it unfolds here. So let's move her around a little bit. Got her yielding her hindquarters here and respected my space the way I like to get them. She's a little bit reluctant, but you just got to kind of give them a little bit of encouragement there. She's never offered to be mean, mad, or ugly about it. But just get these colts to really minding their manners and respecting your space. If you'll go back and watch, you know, the first video of her, you'll see, you know, where she was at in that video compared to this one. Got her yielding her hindquarters. She's learning how to move out with a suggestion. You know, I'm suggesting that she go to the left. She's learning how to, what I call, move out from a suggestion. She's working. She's got a good forward work going here, a good forward trot. Get her up in a little canter here. So she's doing pretty good. She's still feeling her oats a little bit. And that's good. Right here, she's learned to yield her hindquarters right here. Move that shoulder over and respect me and do what I'm asking her to do. You got to get them to using the thinking side of their brain. And the only way you're going to do that is through her feet, through her legs. Right here, I'd like her to be a little snappier about right there. About gives me that hindquarter. And so when you see things like that, go ahead and address it. So we'll step over here and I'll take this girth off of her. We'll go ahead and see about getting her saddled. Like I said, it will be the first time, and you got to be careful. May not go as planned, but hey, somebody's got to saddle them eventually. Every horse that's been rode, every horse that you're riding, someone had to saddle it. So why not do it now? I think she's ready. She's never been real jumpy. First time I desensitized her with my tarp, you know, flipping a tarp over her back, she never did a whole lot. So we'll just kind of come in here. She could fool me here, but I think she's going to be all right. I'll let her sniff that thing. I'll kind of just get used to being flopped around here a little bit. Let her see it again. Maybe bring it out here. Let her see it right there. Just let her smell it. Just kind of flop it around a little bit. So after they stand pretty good for that, hey, might as well just see what we got here. So here we go. I'm going to get my rhythm going and just gently put it right there. See what I got. She's pretty good. Go back again. This time, I'm totally committed. Right here, you can see her curling that ear around looking at it. Used to be, I'd work really fast right here, and I'd try to get this saddle, you know, strapped on as quick as I can. I've kind of changed that. Depends on the horse. Sometimes they don't give you time to take your time. But with her, I'm really going to take the time, and I'm going to come in here and we'll collect up my rope so I can control her a little bit. Now I'm just gonna hold on to my saddle, so she don't feel so trapped. I'm gonna hold on to this so I can drag it off of her if I need to. And I'm just gonna move her in a little circle here. Just move her in a little circle. Right there. Sometimes if you just get your feet moving a little bit. Now I'm gonna go over here. I'm gonna go ahead and let down the cinches. Do the same thing on this side. I got her pretty choked up here where I can pull her. We'll hold on to this saddle. I'm just gonna move this front end around and get her to move that saddle on right there. Just so she don't feel quite so trapped. Now, right here's when I'll kind of get busy right here. You gotta be careful that you don't get kicked or something worse. I hope this girth is not gonna be too big for her, but we'll just kind of see how it looks here. I think I can get it tight enough with this one. It could be an inch or two shorter. I've got it up all the way over on the other side, so, but I think it'll be all right. So before I go any tighter, I don't really like how she's parked out right there. So I'm gonna leave this saddle good and loose. And I'm just gonna hold on to this saddle again, right here, and just going right there. I just want her to step back. Now, I didn't like how she was kind of strung out there. So I'm gonna go in here, and I'm gonna start cinching her up. You can see her, she's definitely aware that something is on her. And I think if she was to do something, that'll hold right there. Right here, you gotta be careful. I like to get this back cinch done first before I move her. Just gotta be careful. I'll tighten that back cinch up more here in just a minute. I'm gonna go one more hole on this part, and I'm gonna step back. Burgundy, you be careful where you're at. I'm gonna step back and see what happens. Well, she's ready to ride. No, it ain't over yet. What'd I tell you? Now right here, I want to keep her to me. The reason I want to keep her to me, because I want her to know I got her. And then if she was to get loose from me, I've seen them try to jump out of these pins. So right there, we're just gonna let her wire that saddle there just a minute. Let her, now this is between her and that cow, that dead calf. It's between her and that saddle. She just needs to get it all worked out. When she stops right here in a minute, I'm going to go in here and tighten this saddle one more time. I'm going to take up my back girth a little bit. I'd like to have it where she can feel it a little bit more than she can now. Think of it this way: if they've never been saddled, then they don't know any different. So why not go ahead and let them feel these back cinches, these back girths? Let them go ahead and feel it. It depends on the horse. Some young horses I have kept the back cinch off of for a couple of weeks just because they weren't physically or mentally ready to accept it. And then some I've tightened it up like a roping horse does, and like you would if you was roping on a horse, and went with it. So that's pretty tight right there. I think I'm gonna leave that. I've got another hole here, but it's I need another hole in between that hole. That right there is a little too tight. So we'll leave it right there for today. I'm gonna tighten this front one up a little bit, move her around some more, and hey, that'll be a good deal for the first Saturday. So we moved her to it don't really matter, but I'm gonna move her to the left this time and really make her move out. She's got a little bit more in her right there, but it ain't too bad. She's a good looking filly. She's good. She's pretty good size for her age. She's about, let's see, she's about, well, might as well say she's 2. I think sure her birthday is in about 5 days, or 7 days, maybe another week. She's a week away from being 2, so you might as well call her 2. She's pretty good size. She's going to be a nice filly. I'm excited to take the first ride on her here soon. Just get this saddle a little bit more dressed with her, and should be able to start riding her around. Now I like it right there. The way she just blew, she's lowering that head, she licked her lips. That tells me she's getting pretty settled with this thing. Now I'm going to yield her hindquarters right here and move her out with a little bit of oomph. And just see if she may have a little bit more in her right there. Now why did I do that? Well, if they've got something in them, I want to get it out. And the only way I'm going to get them to get it out is I have to push a lot of energy in them. And if you push a lot of energy in these things, most of the time they'll give you what you want. And I'd rather it come out. A lot of people will correct them. I used to work for a trainer that would saddle them in the stall. And if they would start bucking, he'd squirt them with a water hose. I don't care for that. I say let's let them get it out. Like right here, let's let her lope around. I'm not asking her to lope. She's doing that on her own. Let her figure this thing out right here. Now she would be the type of filly that I could turn loose in here and leave for an hour or two and just let her get used to that. And if I felt the need to do it, I would. I really don't feel no need. Matter of fact, here just a couple more minutes, I'm going to go ahead, take the saddle off, and let that be good. I like that right there. I like how she just blew right there. Now that she's winded herself down, I'm going to come in here and I'm going to put some more energy in her. I'm going to yield that hindquarter. Got a little confused there. It's all right. Get her, put that energy in her right there. See if she's got any more little surprises in her. And you can see she don't. So this would be a good idea. The way I start colts, it'd be a good idea if I would kind of let her wind herself down right here. I'm going to uncinch that saddle, pull it off over, reward her for doing a good job, and let that be a good experience. Now that's just the way I do it. You ain't got to do it that way. But I found out that these short sessions and rewarding them when they doing good, look at her. She's standing here licking her lips. You can tell by looking at her eye that she's not bothered. You know, she's not sitting here all bug-eyed and scared. She's relaxed. I could probably come in here and maybe move this stirrup around just like this. Don't bother her too bad. Bump that nose right there. You know, I did that before on some horses. Buddy, they really react to it on some of these colts. But right there, that stirrup bumped her and she's all right with that. So she's not really bothered by it. So as I'm finishing up here, I'll start undoing the saddle. I always do your back cinch first. Please remember that. When you put the saddle on, the back cinch is last. When you take the saddle off, the back cinch is first. I tell you, I've heard of and seen a couple of wrecks in my day to where people took that front cinch off first and didn't do their back. And that horse would move around and that saddle would get under them. It's a pretty bad ordeal. It's not for the faint of heart to watch. Because if that back cinch is in good shape and it's got good leather, it don't break. I've seen saddles go under horses and back cinch be on the top, and it just finally work its way over the rump, and they kind of jump out of it. But it's a bad ordeal. So this filly did really good for the first saddling. She's 2 years old. She's here to be started slowly. For all you people out there that may have a problem with riding 2-year-olds, I just wanted to forewarn you before you see the first video of me riding her that I'm not going to be riding these things a lot. It's just mostly to get them used to being ridden. You know, I'm 175 pounds. I'm not a big guy. They'll be fine. So with that being said, I appreciate you all watching. Don't forget to, I forget this all the time, to tell y'all to not forget to go to my YouTube page. And if you haven't subscribed to that, I'd like you to, if you would. Just start typing in Mark Noel and it'll pop up. It's got a longer title than that, but it's Mark Noel Horsemanship and Noel Family Quarter Horses. But just start typing in Mark Noel and it'll pop up. And don't forget to subscribe and hit that like button. Send me a comment. Let me know that you've found me on there and that you're going to watch me both places, Facebook and YouTube. They both have the same videos, but it's just fun to maybe go and look at both. You can watch the YouTube maybe on your TV or something when you may be watching the Facebook on your phone. So anyway, I appreciate you all. God bless you and have a good day.